Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Pahrump Early Learning Academy, where we are more than just childcare.
Hi, I'm Monique Mitchell with KPVM Television. My children attend Pella and they love it. The curriculum they have is pretty amazing, and my children learn what they need at their level.
Not only are the children learning, they're having fun, and that's what matters.
I like Pella. They help you with your homework, and it's fun.
Give us a call today to tour our facility at 751-5335.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349.
Tonight on News 46, residents try to navigate through flood zones. An attempted burglary was reported at the Cancer Victims Thrift Store. And Super Summer Theater packs them in for the last show of the season. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, September 8th, 2014. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Pahrump Valley residents had a bit of weather today that at times made it difficult as of early this evening. The latest storm has brought quite a bit of rain to different areas of the Pahrump Valley, mostly being, as of this afternoon, on the south and north side of town. We want to thank Ken and Mike Jones for these pictures of the north end of town near Fort Churchill and Country Place. They captured video of the actual rain clouds and the fan area, as well as the water that was running down the roadways. News 46 captured video recordings of cars trying to navigate through the flooded areas of Gamebird and Homestead roads. Although these roads remain open in certain areas, it is not recommended that cars use the roadway if water is going across. The road could be undermined and could collapse. If at all possible, please turn around and use a different route to get to your destination and do not go over flooded roadways. The flash flood watch is in effect till 11 p.m. tonight. We'll have more later in the broadcast with Noah Began. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. An Amargosa man by the name of Anthony Shuey Whistler has been taken into custody for allegedly sexually assaulting a girl who was 11 years old. The girl is now 14 and just reported the crime to her school counselor. Shuey Whistler is already in jail for assault on an adult female when the allegation came forward. The new sexual assault charge is a Category A felony and could get Anthony Shuey Whistler life in prison if convicted. Ethan Wald, who was a Pahrump Valley High School baseball coach, has been charged with sexual assault and lewdness involving a minor under 14 years old. Wald, who is no longer employed with the school district, is facing life in prison. The suspect was not taken into custody by deputies, but rather charged by the district attorney's office and is accused of sexually forcing himself onto a 13-year-old girl. Well, it's only been a little over a month since the Cancer Victims Thrift Store on West Street was burglarized. Last night, a number of suspects were witnessed watching the location and tried to break in, according to the owner. 4 men attempted to rob the charity once again last night. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were called for several people trying to cut through the fence of the thrift store that donates to patients with cancer. Allegedly, the suspects ran off when confronted. However, police and the owners of the store apparently have a good lead on who they are. The last time the store was broken into in July, they stole a computer and computer-related equipment. The store mainly has secondhand clothing and furniture for sale. The suspects also told one of the store employees when they were confronted last night that they wanted them out of their hood. They also allegedly left to retrieve a gun, according to reports. If you have any information related to this crime, you're urged to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 751-7000. You can remain anonymous. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. When we come back from this break, your Desert View Hospital health tip.
Here's why new Chryslers, Jeeps, Dodges, and Ram trucks cost less money in Pahrump than in Las Vegas. All dealers pay the same price and have the same factory incentives. Vegas dealerships have giant stores with huge rent factors, utilities, and overhead. We have a very low overhead, and the sales tax in Nye County is a lot less than Clark County. Plus, we don't do all those crazy add-ons like Red Alert, which is the third unnecessary brake light, and concierge charges like they do, saving you hundreds of dollars aside from our low prices. When you buy from us, your sales dollars stay here for our community and our schools. Plus, when you buy here, we discount your service charges for maintenance just because you bought from us. We're locally owned and we live here and we're very involved in our community. So get on down here to Saida Trudeau, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram to get your new car or truck. We are your original hometown dealer. We want only to be the best.
Living in Pahrump, the desert can be brutal on your vehicle. The poof dirt alone can make your beautiful car look a mess. Love your life, love your car. Bring it into Car Studio. Pahrump's premier detailer. No job too big or small. We know you want to look good no matter what the occasion. We give fleet discounts. We detail RVs, trucks, boats, cars, and motorcycles. Ask about our daily specials. Located in front of the Pahrump Nugget on Highway 160. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 4. Call 775-513-0960.
Edward Jones, this is Shirley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey Neil, how are you? How was the trip?
With nearly 7 million investors,
He's right here. Hold on one second.
you'd expect us to have a highly skilled call center.
Kevin, Neil Hawley's on line 1.
Okay, great.
And we do. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
And welcome back to News 46. Depression can have a significant impact on teenagers, increasing their risk of suicide and drug use. Many teens experiencing depression have problems engaging in treatment. A new study looked at whether offering screening, treatment, and support in a primary care setting would be successful in improving depressive symptoms in teens.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment at 775-751-7100.
Chances are some of these teenagers who are enjoying the last days of summer could also be dealing with depression. For many teens, asking for and receiving help for depression is difficult.
If we design systems to really reach out to teens and support teens, we can deliver care and we can improve outcomes.
Dr. Laura Richardson from Seattle Children's Hospital and co-authors screened teenagers for depression at 9 healthcare practices. 50 teens in the intervention group were assigned care managers within their primary care practice. These managers followed the teens closely, offering education, treatment, and support throughout the 12-month study.
How much have you been bothered by feeling down, depressed, irritable, or hopeless?
The teens were also encouraged to choose the kind of treatment best for them.
Really talking to teens to understand what they need and addressing it from their perspective makes a big difference in having them engage in care and improve.
The teens received either psychotherapy, antidepressant medication, or both. The other 51 teens received usual care and were encouraged to seek mental health services provided through their health plans.
86% of the intervention youth received psychotherapy or medications or both, compared to only 27% in the usual care group. The intervention youth, by the end of the study, had significant decreases in depressive symptoms compared to usual care youth. They were significantly more likely to experience a 50% or more drop in symptoms.
Also, by the end of the study, 50% of teens working with a care manager reported having no depressive symptoms compared to 21% in the usual care group.
It is feasible to offer treatment for depression in primary care, and that when we do so, kids will engage in treatment and their depressive symptoms will get better.
Catherine Dolph, The JAMA Report.
Thanks so much, Catherine. Teenagers who worked with the care managers also said they were highly satisfied with the care and treatment they received. 22-year-old bull rider Chase Outlaw won his second event in the Professional Bull Riders Built Ford Tough Series, and two-time PBR world champion Bushwhacker added another bull rider to buck off record during the Jack Daniels Invitational in Nashville, Tennessee over the weekend. Thank you to Judge Margaret Whitaker for this report. Sheriff candidate Rick Marshall has made his announcement of who he has chosen for his assistant sheriff if he wins the election in November. News 46 spoke to Rick Marshall and Rick Dugan, who are now being called Rick Squared, Friday night at the Jefferson-Jackson dinner held at the Prump Nugget.
He brings a lot of experience to the table, both in the law enforcement field and in the private sector field. He ran a successful contracting business, and he understands budget, he understands personnel, so we're getting both sides of the coin with him.
And he's very experienced in reaching out to the community, which is something that you spoke about a lot in your campaign as being a service organization. Absolutely. I've said from the beginning that I want the public to know that we are public service officers and that we're going to get the officers back into the communities, and they're going to reach out to communities and talk to them. I remember when I was growing up, we had the neighborhood cop that would come around, and if we were playing stickball, he would stop and talk to us or stop and talk to my mom. And we want our officers getting back to that. We want them to be true community-oriented policing.
I'm very honored to take that position if it does happen, and very excited about it. So you've been with the Nye County Sheriff's Office, like you said, for many years. What's some of the things that you kind of looked forward to in Rick's campaign that you really support? I support the mine and Rick's philosophies are a lot alike. We want to bring policing to the community. We're all about the community, giving the people what they're paying for. Have the deputies out there and serving them like they should be. That's some of the things that Rick Marshall has spoke about. It is about getting the officers to be more involved in what's going on with the complaints, with service, and making sure that you guys are a service organization. Right, just getting out there, being more proactive, going through the neighborhoods and just being seen. I've always said, I always tell my deputies that just drive through the neighborhoods. If there's someone in their yard, stop and say hi. Let them know you're there. The elderly people that are home and they see a cop car go drive by their driveway, it's that sense of security, just knowing that there's a police car in the neighborhood. I also tell them that if you see a kid out there bouncing a basketball, throwing a baseball, stop and talk to them. Ask them what they want to do in life. What's their goals in life? Because the kids are our futures. And Assistant Sheriff Marshall has the same philosophy I do in that regard. Do you think that comes a lot from the Dare and Great programs? Because that's something that you do as resource officers in the schools, is get involved in the kids' lives for a number of reasons. For one, because you find out more information about possible crimes or what's going on in the kids' life, but also to become more accessible and also less of a threat to the community. Absolutely. The school resource officer job for me was the most rewarding thing I've done in my career. With the DARE program and the GREAT program and the summer programs we did, it's amazing working with the kids. My deal is they're our future. We have to make an investment in the children of our community so that it makes a better life for everybody in our community, and teach them the right things to do and teach them what's wrong, and just mentor and coach them. And News 46 did ask Sheriff candidate Sharon Worley for an interview at the event. She declined at this time. However, she has promised an interview in the near future. Worley has not yet announced who she has chosen for her running mate as of Friday night. However, there are some speculations. When we come back from this break, we're going to tell you who's expecting a baby.
Rods TV, serving Pahrump since 1996. Rods does it all. Install and
set aside. Are family photos just piling up in a drawer? Why not bring your memories, your treasures, all those baby pictures to get framed right here in Pahrump. Together we'll select the perfect frame and archival matting to showcase and preserve your special piece. Stop by Get Framed at 401 South Frontage Road. I'm open 10 to 4 Monday through Friday, or call 727-4422.
Do you deserve a carefree lifestyle? Inspiration Senior Living offers just that. Committed to offering the highest quality services and amenities to enrich the health and vitality of our residents. Our apartments boast spacious living space and walk-in showers with weekly housekeeping and laundry services, along with 3 chef-prepared meals daily in the dining room, activities, and social events. We believe in serving those who have served us. Call to learn about our special programs for veterans and those in need of memory care, providing affordable elegance to seniors.
You don't have to pay electric bill anymore. We're going to take care of that. It's included. Your dish network, your car insurance. We provide your transportation. No more grocery bills. We do the shopping and we prepare your meals for you. You can eat whenever you want. Bistro's open 24 hours a day. We do your housekeeping, your maintenance, your laundry services. All of this is included when you live here.
Call today to book a tour, 751-2300. Still driving to Las Vegas for your chemotherapy treatments? You no longer have to. Hope Cancer Care of Nevada is now serving Pahrump with the first and only local chemotherapy facility under the direct supervision of a board-certified medical oncologist. Conveniently located off Calvat and Highway 160, we accept most insurance from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Call us at 360-4933.
Death is never something we accept easily. Here at Pahrump Family Mortuary, we help to ease your struggle by listening, comforting, and assisting you during this difficult time. Call 775-727-4099. Our family serving your family since 1996.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Another royal baby is on the way. Britain's Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are expected to become parents for a second time. The Queen and members of both families are delighted with the news, the palace said today. It didn't say, however, when the due date will be. Running back Ray Rice was released by the Baltimore Ravens and suspended indefinitely by the NFL today. The same day, a shocking video surfaced showing the NFL star knocking out his future wife with a punch in February. The Baltimore Ravens made an announcement today stating that they terminated the contract of RB Ray Rice this afternoon. Shortly after the team's announcement, the league said the three-time Pro Bowl selection was suspended indefinitely. Super Summer Theater began their last show of the season called Arsenic and Old Lace.
Executive director of the company, yeah, and Super Summer Theater hire us to produce the show.
What's the company called?
United Production Works is my company.
And tonight's performance is?
Arsenic and Old Lace.
Tell me a little bit about preparing and getting the show going.
So our director was a friend of ours called Troy Hurd. We originally got him around February to agree to do the show. He was very excited. And the show is basically, we're sold out tonight. We open on Thursday and we run through September 20th on Thursday, Fridays and Saturdays.
Oh, Dr. Harper, before you go...
George! George, the blockhouse! The blockhouse!
The stairs are always San Juan Hill.
Have you ever tried to convince him that he wasn't Teddy Roosevelt?
Oh, no. He's so happy being Teddy Roosevelt. Well, once, remember, Martha, we thought that if he would be George Washington, it might be a nice change for him. But he stayed under his bed for days and just wouldn't be anybody. And we'd so much rather he be Mr. Roosevelt than nobody.
Well, I believe that next Friday and Saturday is already sold out. So yeah, people should get over to supersummertheatre.org and get their tickets pretty pronto.
We all know Arsenic and Old Lace. Tell me some of the production that we're going to be seeing up here tonight. Anything special?
People that know the movie will see the things from the movie, but it's, you know, it was originally written as a play. So the movie comes from the script from the play. So we really went back to the script and kept those things alive, really kept the classic that is Arsenic and Old Lace alive. But because it's a no-interval show, it's an hour and 15 minutes, we had to cut out, so it's just very fast-paced, very screwball comedy, very, very funny. It's getting great reactions.
Well, you're going to learn about this soon enough, so I might as well tell you now. Teddy has killed a man.
Oh, nonsense, dear.
But there's a body in the window seat.
Yes, dear, we know.
You know?
Of course, dear. But it has nothing to do with Teddy. Now, Mortimer, just forget it. The whole thing. Forget you ever saw the gentleman.
Forget?
We never dreamed you'd peek.
Well, who is he?
His name's Hoskins. Adam Hoskins. Well, that's really all I know about him, except he's a Methodist.
That's all you know. Well, what was he doing here? What happened to him?
He died.
Yes, I get that, Aunt Martha, but men just don't crawl into window seats and die.
No. He died first.
What's some other shows that your production company has been part of in the past?
So we did Super Summer Theatre's opener last year. We did Broadway Meets Hollywood, which was a homage to songs that have been on the stage and screen, but also only songs that have been previously performed out here. And then next year we've already booked the September slot again for Lend Me a Tenor. Yeah.
So do you guys have a website so that we can keep on what your production company is doing?
Absolutely. If you go to unitedproductionworks.com, it's all there.
And of course, Super Summer Theater, go online and find out more about tickets.
Absolutely, yes.
I want to thank Super Summer Theater for inviting us down. They're located in Red Rock Canyon. For more information, you can find them on the web, supersummertheater.org. Let's join Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Monday, September 8th. I'm Angela Miles. The biggest IPO of the year is just days away. Alibaba could raise $20 billion, making it the largest IPO ever. Shares of the Chinese e-commerce company are expected to trade between $60 and $66. Its stock is slated to debut next Friday. A bumper crop of corn is creating an abundance problem for farmers. Exceptional growing conditions are leaving farmers up to their ears in corn. This year's harvest could even top last year's crop, which came in at a record level. Farmers are dealing with storage and transportation problems now for that harvest. And how about an espresso? Starbucks will open about 100 express stores in the next 5 years that will cater to the commuter crowd. The mini Starbucks will have fewer items on the menu and offer digital ordering to speed up service. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Thanks, Angela. A little bit of crazy weather out there all today. We're going to find out all about that and some announcements and a very special happy birthday to one of our own when we return.
Come by Subway where we have healthy, delicious sandwiches. We aim to satisfy Pahrumps.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Monday, September 8th. Today, skies and rains in some parts of town, and we also had a high of 87 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is actually at 97 degrees. Again, it's a little bit cooler because of our storms here. Winds were coming from the south today at 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour, so we had some pretty high winds out there. The UV index today was 8, which is very high. Humidity was at 40%, a little higher than usual because of our stormy weather. Sunrise was at 6:21 this morning, and the record high in 1979 was 110 degrees. Tonight we'll have partly cloudy skies with a low of 68 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 74 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 14 miles per hour, so the winds will be calming down a little bit through this evening. Humidity will be at 55%, sunset will be at 7:01 p.m., and the record low in 1965 was 56 degrees. Also this evening, we have a flash flood warning. Moisture from remnants of Tropical Depression Norbert continues to influence portions of Nevada. Scattered thunderstorms could produce locally heavy rainfall, especially near the mountains, leading to excessive runoff. Flash flooding is possible this evening across portions of east central Nevada, White Pine County, in south central Nevada, and northeastern Nye County. A flash flood watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. this evening, so make sure you stay safe, especially if you're on the road. If you see flash flooding running across the roadway, do not attempt to cross it. Turn around and seek an alternate route. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 91 degrees and a low of 65 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 8 miles per hour, so our winds will be right about down at moderate. Humidity will be at 33%. Sunrise will be at 6:22 a.m. and the UV index will be 8, which is very high. For our 7-day forecast, we have lots of sunshine. Your high temperatures will be ranging from the low to high 90s, and your low temperatures will be ranging from the mid 60s to the low 70s.
Thanks so much, Noah. The USDA food commodities will be given out this Saturday, September 13th from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. at New Hope Fellowship. They're located at 781 West Street. Participants need to bring identification and a piece of mail with the same address that is on the identification card to qualify. And CASA is the beneficiary of a fundraiser tonight from 5 until 10 p.m. at the new China Walk restaurant on Highway 160 next to Wells Fargo. The price is $15 per person for the buffet, and they'll have their grand opening tomorrow. All of us here at KPVM-TV would like to wish our own salesperson, Courtney Salmon, a very special happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Courtney. Happy birthday to you. Yay, now you get to your happy dance.
If you put my face in the cake.
Okay, I will, I promise.
I don't know if I'm fast enough.
Happy birthday once again to Courtney. And that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. From everyone up here at KPVM-TV, we hope you have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.